get ready for techniques and some technique warm up here. Watch it on. We're gonna sit like this. One knee up, one knee down, hands on the ground to the side of the down leg, one hand or two hands. And then we're gonna stand up and base. Our head goes forward and our knee goes outside our elbow and stand up. And then from here, go ahead and put your hands back down and fold your legs back the other way. So sit the other knee through. So now I'm on the other side. Hands down, stand up. Yes, hands down, other leg in. So your hands are the last thing off the ground. Hands down, head forward, knee goes back, and I land in this solid base. One last time on the other side. Hands down, fold the leg in. Good, now shift your head forward and step up and stand up. Great, and now we're standing and we're here. We're just loosening up our body, kind of vibrating your legs forward and back. I'm moving my knees, keeping my heels on the ground, a little bit of my arms also, warming our body up. Hands, shoulders, legs. Good, and now keeping your feet shoulder width apart. Let your body throw your arms. So check this out, I'm not throwing my arms. My arms are not doing this. My arms are relaxed and my shoulders, my torso carries my arms. And naturally, my hand hits across my chest and the other one on my lower kidney through my back. Here. Beautiful. And now from standing, hands on our hips and circles, big circles, circle, one direction, and then we go the other direction. Great. And then now my hands are on my hips, and now I'm gonna go back. And then upright again. We'll do that 3 times. Hands on your hips. If it hurts, of course, don't do it. Stop. And back. So spine extension. Great. Hands are on my knees. And now I'm just creating small circles in one direction. And now other direction. Yeah. What do we say, pull guard? No, twist, rear takedown. Rear takedown. Good. Okay, now from standing, let's do some break falls right now, which will kind of help as a warm up, a little bit of movement, and it's going to also be applied into our technique today. It will help us a little bit with our confidence in going to the ground. So we're going to do some break falls. I'm going to show you one time and then we'll do like 4 or 5 each. So I'm going to squat down, roll back, and slap the ground. So if you wanted to start sitting, you can start sitting and then we'll go back to standing. But if you feel comfortable, Henry will show you how it looks from sitting already, from sitting down. And I'll do it from standing. So we're gonna stand, I squat. Notice how my elbows don't go into the ground and my palms slap the ground while keeping my chin tucked. So as my body rolls back, my palms slap the ground. Then I get up and base. And we do it again. Let's do 4 more. Get up and base. Squat down. Chin tucked. 2 more. Nice, you guys. Always head off the ground, please. Nice. Last one. Get up and base every time. Squat down, roll back, and break fall. Good. And now from sitting, because it's rear takedown, you said?
Yes.
From sitting now, I would like us to, we're not rolling on our necks. We're gonna just touch, if we can, touch your foot over your shoulder and then sit back up. And now I'm gonna go on my other shoulder, touch my foot and sit back up. really make a point of avoiding your neck. So I push, I roll, my feet touch, and then I go back. 2 or 3 of those to each side. Touch and roll back, and then other shoulder. Always shoulder. Looks good, Michael. Perfect. Once you do 2 or 3 to each side, it's great. Good, Amanda. Yeah. Or perfect. Whoever's in Amanda's partner is doing really good with the hat on.
It's Amanda and Josh right there. What's up, Josh? Hey, bro. We made it. Cool, guys. Awesome.
Okay. So now the rear takedown. Let's show you what it looks like. Or should we do it from sitting? The little.
We can do the little. Yeah. It's almost like you want to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like in the roll up.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's all have this. We'll do another micro slice. We'll have our right leg bent close and left leg extended.
Fully extended, guys.
And we'll show you how this connects to the takedown in a moment. But for now, we're going to be bringing someone to the ground, and the key is to go from this position to tucking my elbow and landing like this with my right knee off the ground. So I'm on my left knee, right knee off the ground. So everybody, left leg is straight, right leg is bent. And now I'm gonna tuck my elbow to my hip, roll over my shoulder, and land with my right foot on the ground, right knee off the ground. So elbow tucks, I roll and I step. Once I land here, my hands on the ground allow my back leg to slide up. And then I'm here.
And you should end with your hips sitting on that back heel. Your hips are sitting, and your other foot is posted with your knee vertical. Hands out wide.
The key focus right now is right knee off the ground on the landing. So right now, look at how my right knee is up. Everybody should have their left leg extended and the right knee up. And now as I fall to the left side, right knee lands off the ground. Look, foot, hands down, and then my knee slides into position.
Beautiful, guys.
And then this should be very comfortable, unless of course you have a knee pain, injury, then maybe
do
not.
The other side. Do the other side.
Other side. So now my left leg is bent and my right leg is extended. Again, I'm gonna fall to my right, fall to the side of the extended leg, elbow tucks. And as I roll over my shoulder, I land with my left leg
posted.
Here, foot. And now I go on my hands and I slide my knee up.
Sitting on your right leg this time. Nice landing there. Good,
One
Victor.
more time.
Good, Victor.
Right leg is extended. Left leg is bent. As we
and here's what we're trying to avoid, you guys. Just to be clear, you were gonna say that?
I was gonna say
the mistake we're trying to avoid with this elbow is if you elbow on the ground during a legit takedown, you're gonna chip your elbow. So we're trying to teach you guys during this maneuver is that your elbow touches your ribs, not the ground. So as you lay down, it's here, boom.
And you also lose a little bit of the possible momentum that is necessary to land on top. If you go and you do this, it's like a random branch in a log. It's not gonna roll as smoothly. So the elbow tucked, and I push off this foot a little bit, boom, and now I step. The elbow tucked allows for here.
Nice.
And now hand, and knee. Okay. Last one, go for it. And tuck the elbow in and roll. Good landing, Jason. Hands out for base. Good landing, Michael. Good final adjustment with the left knee sliding it through.
Awesome.
Now we're gonna all stand up, please. Okay, so here, from standing now. It's possible that when fighting someone, I close the distance. When I get in close, maybe he does a random turn, and I end up now behind this person's back. This is now called the rear clinch. I want to control his hips, keep him from getting away, and keep him from facing me. So while I'm controlling his hips, I might find myself with this opportunity to do a takedown from here. I can see that his legs are not moving too much, so we're going to do the rear takedown. So check this out. I do a step, I block, and I take him down. So there was 2 steps. I'll do it by myself already. So he's here, I have his waist. I'm holding an S grip. I take 2 steps, a small setup step, and then now my foot blocks the heel. Don't do this yet. You can stay standing, but look how I'm gonna sit and now I pull the person over my extended leg. I do my elbow tuck, and I land on top.
And your hands do release. That S grip he showed you guys, it stays only until you fall down. Then you're gonna let go for that nice elbow tuck that we already talked about. Cool?
So now, all of us can do this now. So rear clinch. Imagine someone rear clinch. Somebody could be attacking somebody else.
Yeah, say I'm beating up grandma over here. Boom, boom,
and I just
boom.
come in, boom,
Clinch. That's how you're gonna grab him
down.
And we're going straight down.
Rear clinch.
Follow the steps, guys, all together. Everyone get ready. Imagine you're behind someone.
I'm looking to my left.
You're looking to your left with your right ear on their back.
If you're looking to your left, you're holding your right foot a small step forward, and now your left foot almost an extended leg.
Block someone's imaginary heel right
and
there.
now as I sit down by my right heel, tuck the elbow, roll over, and go on top.
Nice, roll over, come on up, beautiful, modified mount, and make sure you end in that nice one leg up, one leg down position, you guys.
Look good, Calvin.
Reset, come on up. Perfect, you guys, reset it, come on up, let's do it again.
Again, rear takedown, I got a rear clinch. Small setup step, looking to the left. Left leg extends, sit by my right heel, let go as my elbow tucks and roll on top.
Beautiful, let's do it. Sit, turn, and roll, roll, beautiful. And check yourself, you guys, if you're doing this, look, setup step, block, sit down. If you're landing on this elbow, don't make us coach you. Just don't let that happen, please. As you sit down, automatically tuck and roll, and then build the house and land here. One up, one down. Change the angle here. Do the exact same side, but just face a completely different direction. Watch from the back, you guys. Everyone get ready. Follow along, follow along. Setup step, block the heel. Watch where he sits relative to his foot over here. Now tuck the shoulder, tuck the elbow. Look, come on up. Let's go, turn, turn, tuck and roll. Go, go, beautiful. Nice, Josh. And then modified mount, always ending with one leg up, one leg down.
Keep one knee on the ground, sharp knife. I believe you had both knees off the ground. Step, block the heel, go ahead. Sit down, right leg off the ground. Right knee off the ground, left knee on the ground.
Nice.
Yep.
Let's reset it, let's do it again, you guys, let's go.
Okay, let's do the other side now. It's a little...
I don't think you should, it's too much for me.
Not on the other side.
And what we should do though is hold me right here, and then just like show us how the base might work. See how he's moving around, you guys? And then eventually go. He set up and he goes, boom! That's how it's gonna actually look. So do it one time where you follow Hedon around in base. Everyone rear clinch.
So
lock
now,
it up and move a little.
Imagine now you have the person's
Circle.
body, but now you gotta move. And when you move with your legs, look at this, move
Strong
in base.
stance, circle, circle, yep.
Don't cross your feet ever. Knees are slightly bent, head is down. If your head is too high, maybe it's exposed to getting hit with their back elbow. So head is down, and then I step, block, sit, tuck, and roll.
Go for it. Come on up, all the way up. Nice, Rob. Very nice.
Two more. Rear
Follow.
clinch.
Head down.
S grip, head low, moving in base, following, set up step. Block the heel, sit, tuck, and roll.
Go with it, guys. Let's go together. Yes, Aaron Chan. Beautiful. Nice. Let's see it. Good.
Final one. Rear clinch.
Keenan, that looked good, Keenan. Let's do it again. Here we go.
Head moving in base. Here, step, touch, sit, tuck, and roll.
Nice. Beautiful. Modified mount every time.
Very
sharp,
nice.
you guys.
So, if you notice, we all landed like this. Everybody go on your knee, please. The left knee is down, and the right knee is off the ground. This is where we're landing. And now, from here...
Left knee down, right foot posted up.
From here, let's walk our hands forward a little bit and put both knees back on the ground. And now, I'm gonna slide my left knee back through my arms and jump right back into that same position.
Surfboard, jump up in the base. Left knee slide, right leg post up. Let's do this, guys. Jump up to this.
And then I walk my hands a little bit forward again, put both knees back down. Again, my left knee slides through and my right leg lifts up. So we're just putting ourselves from the modified mount back to standard mount.
And watching, when you guys do this, it's not just a matter of posting your foot up. Your knee actually slides past the finish line. Watch this left knee, watch this. It slides through as my other foot posts up. So you actually make progress with that left knee. Knee slides through, leg is up. Beautiful.
Now, as I walk my hands out, I put my knees down. Now do the other side. So other knee slides through,
Boom.
leg up. And then jump back down. And then go back. Now other knee slides through, leg up.
You can switch every time. Go. It's good for the shoulders. Come on.
Knee through, leg up. The key to making this possible is putting as much weight as possible on your hands. The heavier your hands are, the smoother your legs will be into this modified mount transition. Beautiful. Okay. Now, the twisting arm control is today's lesson. And it's the concept that if you're mounted on somebody, you can twist their arm around their neck to control them. So maybe after having controlled the mount for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and we'll learn that in a future class. Class number 3 will address mount control. After having controlled the mount, you might find yourself wanting to push the person's arm across. I lay my body down, and then I go to this, wrist grab, modified mount. And now with a wrist grab and a tricep grab, turn facing me.
I can't.
And also a hip, a quad, like thigh. You see that?
Nice, yeah.
I'm pushing my hip forward. And my back leg serves a little bit as like a kickstand here. And I control. So this person cannot turn towards me. If he rolls away from me, we'll address that next. But for now, we want to just get this control position. So, by myself, I'm in the mount. I have both hands out on the ground, where all of us are on our knees with our hands out. From here now, I'm gonna sit up, and I'm gonna grab their arm on that side and push it across their body. Once I push the arm across, I lower my body to kind of keep their arm trapped. And now my left hand goes under the head.
Actually, under their neck.
Under the person's head. And I grab onto the person's wrist.
So I'm like this right here, look.
And I'm move down more.
Yeah.
And I'm grabbing under the neck to grab that wrist. So reach under, I grab the wrist. Once I hold the wrist, everyone have your left elbow on the ground. And imagine holding your wrist. And now my right hand's on the ground. So from your knees and your left elbow, now we're gonna go into the modified mount from our elbow. Look, boom, boom. My knee goes outside my elbow. Once I land here, I sit up tall and I extend my arm, locking my arm out.
Still holding the wrist.
Wrist control, and then I grab their tricep. This is twisting arm control.
You got him, you're packaged up right here.
And now you lose control of the person and you go back to the mount. And I'm back in the mount. From the mount, once again, I sit up a little bit. Both my hands push their arm across. Lower my body.
Your chest is trapping their arm across. You're laying on their elbow. Shove it across and lay on it.
Which allows time for my hand to go under the neck and grab onto their wrist. Now that I'm holding the wrist, hand on the ground and my elbow, and I slide into the modified mount.
Leg up, leg slide.
Sit up tall, extending and controlling. Let's do the other side.
Sure.
So I'm in the mount, both hands are up. I grab this arm and I throw it across their body. I lower my chest.
Lay on it, guys. Lay on that elbow.
Right hand goes under the neck and grabs their wrist. With my other hand on the ground, I'm gonna slide my right knee up right here outside the elbow, and my knee goes up. I sit up.
Nice jumpings, you guys. Looking sharp.
Holy.
C-clamp on the wrist, you guys. C-clamp, which means you're using a grip where you're grabbing the grip with your thumb.
One more time on the other side. I grab over here. I throw the arm to the left side. I lower my chest. My hand slips under the neck, and I grab the wrist. With my hand on the ground, I modify the mount. And now I extend the arm, and I control. Twisting arm control. Okay? Arm lock. Take the back, take the back. Actually, let's do this right here. That's all. Now, let's go like this and have our hands and knees on the ground. Move back a little bit. So with our hands and knees on the ground, I would like you to pick your knees up. And now watch my hands, they move back a little bit. You see that? And then once again, my feet move back and then my hands move back. And now my hands can move forward and my feet can move forward. So I'm finding myself in like this kind of squat position, even though I'm not squatting very low. My hips are a little bit up. So now once again, legs back. And now watch my hands, hands back. There you go. So check this out now. When you have the mount and you've controlled the arm, the person, once they can't turn towards me, they might make up their minds to roll away. When he does that, he gives me the indicator. That's the indicator he's gonna roll to his knees. As he rolls away, if I don't know what to do, it can result in me getting knocked off the top of the fight. But if I can properly read this indicator
And I can take his back now. Rotate, I can go ahead, roll, 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 roll. I can do this. And now, turn, turn, turn. Look where I've ended up. I am behind him in a position to possibly attack his neck for a rear naked choke in the future, or simply control, and other submissions can happen also. So taking someone's back has mostly to do with, from twisting arm control, when he rolls to his knees, he takes his leg over. My right hook is essentially inside his thigh. Okay, I've got this leg. Roll to your knees.
And by hook, what we mean?
By hook, sit up a little bit.
We mean these.
This is one hook. He needs 2 hooks on the back mount. He only has one, and Hidon's pointing out that his first hook is because of the nature of where the foot is, and as I get up, it's almost automatically inserted in my thigh, so he's good to go. Yeah, it's free. It's given to me. Rotate. Now, the important hook right now, the tricky one, is when the person switches their legs. Switch the legs, freeze. I put my hands on the ground, and now this foot enters. And look at that. Boom, enters. And now freeze. From here, with my toes on the ground, I move back. Moving back allows me to get this nice body alignment for a nice over control. And now I insert my hooks and we fall to the side.
Now he's fully attached to me right here, but go back up, Hidon. When you're a little far north, if he does not do the southward walk that he taught you,
if I don't move back like that,
then if we spin, he's gonna end up very high. And look how low I am. Choke me now. It's all weird because I'm not here.
So that chest to back alignment, this alignment happens during the subject's elevation. When you put those hooks in and you retract your body, it's so important that that happens kind of very fluid, and that's what we're gonna do here solo. So Hidon will show you there.
Let's do it, guys.
So we're all in the modified mount. We have our left knee down. Do you have TAC or no? We have TAC. Twisting arm control. Grab that wrist, tricep, and sit up with it. Now from the TAC, they switch their legs. They're about to roll to their knees, so you let go. Boom. Hands on the ground. Now, as they get up, your back foot, take your knee and your foot and bring it to your other foot together.
Toes on the ground.
And now from here, use your hands and move south a little bit. And now reach, imagine hugging around their body, under and over. And then I just kind of roll. I just fall to the side.
And then right when you land here, guys, just for drill purposes, the hooks that are in their thighs, do this, stretch them out. Let me get a little hip extension and a little pull, because that's gonna really tighten those hooks in their thighs and really immobilize the subject versus staying so curled. Let's stretch that person out and prepare for the chokehold.
Great. Once again, on my knees, right knee's up, left knee's on the ground, twisting arm control, their legs switch. Hands go to the ground because their objectives have now changed. They don't want to turn into, they want to roll to their knees. As they begin to roll, your hands and your foot carry your weight so that my back leg can be very light. I insert my back hook. Go ahead. And now move back, move back, move back.
Nice carry.
Lock around their body and fall over to the side.
Just tuck and roll to one side and put those hooks. What did I say about that stretch? Let me get that stretch.
Hug the body.
Stretch with your hips.
The hooks.
Stretch your hips there, arch them away and push down with those hooks in their thighs. Yeah, you're stretching them out.
Beautiful. One more from this side. Modified mount. Twisting arm control is in play. Twisting arm control is in play, modified mount. We're here. The legs switch.
So their legs go from here, the bad guy does this. When you see that, they're about to get up.
Hands on the ground, their legs switch. They're getting up, my back foot slips in, and now hips move back a little bit. Lock the over-under.
Nice,
and
Diego.
Fall to the side.
Awesome, Diego. Oh, lock the over-under and choose one side there, champ. Fall to the side slowly.
A very common mistake right now.
Nice.
Is to
Hooks
cross.
in, stretch those hooks.
Crossing your feet is a very common mistake. Do not cross your feet. You have less control. Hook the thighs, and like he said, drive through.
Stretch it out.
We're doing the other side now.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Left knee is off the ground. Twisting arm control. The legs switch. Hands drop to the ground. As they get up, your back right foot slips inside and then moves south. Lock the over-under and fall to the side. Insert the hooks as you pull up on their upper body a little bit.
Extend the hips. Nice.
Again, left knee's on the ground. I'm sorry, right knee on the ground, left knee off the ground. Twisting arm control. Their legs switch. They try to turn into you, but then they turn away. Drop, hands go out. As they get up, shift the weight under your hands. Back hook shoots in, move south.
lock the over under, fall to the side, insert the hooks and control. That's good. It's perfect, never crossing the feet. One more time, right knee's down, left knee's off the ground. Twisting arm control. Do you or can you add body weight on the back?
Do you or can you add body weight when on back? 100%, you transfer all your weight.
So when you're controlling and they begin to roll, you let go, you insert the back hook as they get up. And then you move, once you move south, once you move back and you lock the over under, you insert your hooks. You don't insert your hooks until you've acquired proper body positioning. Once you insert your hooks, you put all the weight on them and you roll. Now to be very clear, when you put your hooks in on someone's back, they might be 30, 40, 50 pounds heavier than you. You don't just fall and throw them to the side. This person that you're fighting, they don't like you on their back. So in an attempt to see you, to shake you off their back, get off my back energy, they end up falling. Because imagine he has my back right here. Right? This is ridiculous. Why are you behind me? So in my, no, not yet. I don't like this. So I want to and now I lose my balance. It's a little presumptuous to say, go back up, that if he was, 145 pounds, that he's gonna take me over. But you don't have to wait too long for this person to say no. And then now, all of a sudden, it's a little tough to get up when I have this 140-pound tick on my back.
Look, hooks in, you guys, that's why I'm doing this little stretch.
Yeah.
He would rather be curled up a little more curl. He would rather, because go to your knees a little bit again. He wants this,
stronger.
you see? So when I do this, go to your knees. No way, hips in the back, we got him. Excellent, you guys.
Okay, that was taking the back from the modified mount, from twisting arm control. Now we have, I have twisting arm control. This person does not switch their legs. They stay right here. Now, if they stay right here, I can also stay right here. This is a great time to practice just winning the fight with control. Is everything okay here?
Well, I don't really appreciate this. I don't appreciate this.
I'm gonna let you go. Can I let you go? Can we go home?
Yeah, let me go.
You see that? When you create this type of an energy, I haven't hurt him yet. Now it's possible that he's not rolling to his knees and he's not ready to surrender. So then I have this option of now controlling his arm and then hyperextending his elbow by raising my hip out. So I'm tapping him out right here. So the arm lock from the twisting arm control, wrist grab. I reach, I have it pulled tight. I open it, I reach under, I hold my own wrist. And now I go to thumbless grips on the wrist. Walking my foot under his arm, loop my arm around his head.
Do that foot again, go back. It's really significant, you guys. Put that foot back down. This is a huge detail that's often overlooked. If this foot stays low to my stomach, he will have trouble stepping around my head. But if he walks this foot into my armpit and spreads this knee drastically, now looping the elbow around, boom, and then looping the leg around.
I'm better positioned to lean this way. And leaning this way takes the weight off my stepping leg, my swinging leg. And now I hug, grab, and I fall back with control. So by myself, modified mount, wrist control, push their wrist out a little bit. Everyone's in the modified mount. Now your right hand, imagine coming in close to their body and reach in and grab your own wrist. But notice how when I grab my own wrist, I remove all thumbs. Now, like Henry mentioned, walking the foot under the arm, walking the foot out, look at that. And then looping my arm around the person's head as I lean this way. There's very little weight.
Sit on the ground right there. Lean on the ground.
Sit on the ground.
It's worth it.
And now as I sit, even though we're not sitting on the ground,
the real life is their rib cage that you're sitting on.
but we can sit on the ground for now. As I sit, look how light my leg is and how much space.
And how leany he is, you guys. So much lean.
Now I land right here. And then from here, my right arm hugs their arm. And then my left hand grabs their wrist as my body falls back. I control it. Modified mount. Twisting arm control. The person's not moving. So your left hand, push their arm out. Reach your right hand underneath and grab your own wrist. Right hand comes under, grab your own wrist. Now remove your thumbs on your grip. From here, your right knee is up, right? So walk your right foot under the arm a little bit. Beautiful. Now, as I loop the arm around the head, Henner is asking us to sit down right here.
The key is when you guys sit down, I found that the easiest way to practice this move is don't sit over your foot. Look, open your knee and sit inside. Like the same stretch we do in the beginning of class. You have to sit in this, you know, kind of cheerleader position with both legs facing the same direction.
Hold on.
This is how the cheerleaders sit.
No. This is how black belts sit.
Am I right? Tell me I'm wrong.
This is how black belts sit, bro.
Am I wrong?
This is how I sit.
This is a proper cheerleading position. You can sit there too. I'm just
Right.
saying cheerleaders
Just
own
say
this. Cheerleaders did it first. Okay, let's go. So we're leaning to the north. Now look, the more you lean over your front leg, the more you lean, your leg becomes weightless. Now swing it around and then sit up straight as you realign the legs.
And now go like this. And just for fun, it's so cool, throw both legs the other way.
Oh my.
Right? And then imagine leaning and your back leg comes around. And now I throw both legs the other way. So now understand very clear, if I lean to my left right now,
This leg is stuck.
it's hard to move that leg. But as I move to my right, look how the leg becomes freed up to move. And then once it moves, then I get here, I just throw my legs the other way. So just for practice right now, explore the idea of leaning to the side of those two legs, very lightly. And feel how congested your foot feels.
It's not gonna move.
And now, lean away from the back leg, and then you throw it. And then you bring your leg out.
So important, you guys. And what's crazy is this. The actual move of this actual technique is easier against a person than it is with no one. Because once you have a person, your ground that you're sitting on is this rib cage.
I mean,
and it's elevated, which makes it even easier to step around. So it's actually easier to do partnered than it is solo. So if you can do it solo, you're gonna have no trouble doing it partnered.
I was gonna say that felt so easy solo.
Yeah, the way you broke it down was pretty nice.
I'm saying if it's easier than that, it's almost too easy. It's
almost
not fair.
too easy. It's
But
too
do it on
easy
me one time. Look at the final TAC. So when he opens the door, open it, he grabs, he walks the foot, he loops the arm, freeze. Like his weight sits and leans on my hip right there, on my ribs.
I feel the same as if I was sitting on the ground. I'm
Usually-
leaning so far south.
Except he has more height. And that gives more
Back leg.
clearance for that leg. Now he hugs my arm and then pulls my wrist back. So let's all do it one more time on each side.
Let's go from the modified mount. Right knee's off the ground. Left knee's on the ground. Twisting arm control, tall, sitting up. My right hand now comes underneath and I grab my own wrist. Good. And now walk the right foot under the arm a little bit, walk it up. And then from here, loop the arm around the head. Now I'm gonna fall to my right, I'm gonna sit. And then my left leg flies around.
Nice,
Once I
Alejandro.
land right here,
Chris, looking good.
feet are kind of closed, knees are tight. Right arm, hug the arm to your body.
Nice, Chip.
And now as I fall back, my left hand kind of finds the person's wrist. Go ahead and lay back. Now both hands holding the person's wrist. As I keep my feet on the ground, I raise my hips up.
Break that elbow.
It doesn't require too much lift. The arm is extended, so it's fully stretched. A little hip lift goes a long way. Other side now.
Reset it, guys. Let's do it.
Left knee's on the ground. Right knee's on the ground, left knee up. I'm holding the wrist. I'm in twisting arm control. From the twisting arm control, I bring my hand underneath and I grab my left hand comes under, I grab my own wrist.
Yep. Left hand grabs the right wrist.
From here now, I'm gonna walk my left foot up a little bit towards my hands. Look at that, like a little walk. Now loop the arm around the head. And now as I sit to my left hip, fall to your left hip, you sit in this hurdler stretch.
Nice.
And now my back right leg swings around.
Lean your head away from it, though.
Beautiful. And then I sit here, I'm sitting up, hug the person's arm. And as I lean back with my body a little bit, I find the wrist, I fall back. Both hands are holding the wrist, feet are tight.
Heels tight, knees tight.
Raise the hips up slowly and stretch. It's great. From standing up now.
Watch your base on the way up. Full combo, you guys. Watch the full combo. You're gonna do. He don't. They want to just track you through it. They can track.
They're gonna track me. Remember this now. After we did the rear takedown, we ended up in the modified mount. So we're gonna go straight from rear takedown into one of these two options. So I've wrapped somebody's body. I'm behind this person. I've wrapped their body, S grip. From the rear clinch, I control, I move in base. Everyone's moving in base, side to side, controlling. And then I do a set-up step, block the heel. Sit down, pull the person over my extended leg, tuck my elbow, roll on top. Hands on the ground, slide into the modified mount. From the modified mount, the person's arm is already right there. I just feed their hand and I go right into twisting arm control. I don't have to even go to the full mount. And I hold this for 3 seconds, 5 seconds. Then they stop moving, they slow down. But their attitude, their energy is that of, I still want to fight you, but they're not rolling to their knees. So then what do? I open the door, reach my hand through, grab my own wrist, remove my thumbs, walk my foot under the arm, loop the arm around the head, and then my leg spins around. From here, I'm sitting, hug the arm, lay back, control the wrist, double wrist grab, slowly raise the hips, and finish. Again from standing. Rear clinch. Somebody's attacking somebody, you come from behind them, you wrap the body from the rear clinch. Set up step, block the heel. Sit down, pull them over the extended leg, tuck the elbow, roll on top, hands on the ground, slide into the modified mount. From the modified mount, I never even get twisting arm control, or I'm about to feed it, but then I feel their legs switching. I see the indicator of someone about to roll to their knees. So I abandon that. And as they roll to their knees, I shift to my hands and then my back foot slips in. And now I move south for proper body alignment. I lock the over under and then we fall to the side. Insert those hooks, arch your body back a little bit, and done. That's great. Okay. Come on in, have a seat. Hands on our knees. And we're sitting down, eyes closed. And here you are. You're out at the beach and you see a group of people all watching. One person kind of kicking and hitting somebody that's on the ground. But everybody's watching. You're so confused. How could 50 people be watching one person kick somebody that's in the fetal position? So you, after you conclude that that one person that's kicking is actually by themselves and that all the people who are watching are just innocent bystanders, you approach and you wrap that person around the waist, immediately set up step, block their heel and pull them to the ground. You do a rear takedown and you end up in the modified mount. Right away, they attempt to push you off, so you end up in the full mount. You're controlling the mount. They're pushing you side to side as you're holding the mount. Standard mount control class 3. But then they slow down. And then when they slow down, they're confused. Like, why are you on top of me? And they're still fighting you a little bit. And you don't want to punch them. You don't want to break their arm because you were breaking up a fight. You don't have a problem with this person. So you decide to transition to a tighter control. So you see an opportunity in both of your hands, deflect their arm across their chest, you lay your body down, reach under their neck, and you put them into the twisting arm control. Because you're trying to send a message to them that until they calm down, you're not going to release them. And you're not going to stand by as they punch and kick somebody who's defenseless. So you transition to modified side mount. You put your hand on the wrist, under the neck. You modify your mount. Modified mount. You sit up and you control them in the modified mount. And then you continue with the same energy of, hey, I think you won that fight. They were not resisting anymore. You won. It's over. Is everything okay? And from the twisting arm control, they're talking trash to you now. They're still angry. And because you
don't want to stretch their arm, you just stay controlling longer, and you might even loosen up your grip a little bit and talk to them and say, hey, listen, I just stopped the fight to protect that person, and I'm willing to let you go. Are you cool? And in the beginning, they were like, no, forget you. Forget you, forget you. That's the energy of no. But then after 20, 30 seconds, they realized that you really didn't want to do them any harm, and then they calm down. And then you, keeping the twisting arm control, you kind of step off the mount, and you slowly stand up with awareness while releasing them. Done.
Beautiful. And the rear takedown was on the sand?
No.
At the beach?
The rear takedown, we're on the beach, but I did not envision the sand.
Okay, where did you envision?
On the main strip.
Oh, I was on the sand, bro. I was in there. Oh,
you were on the sand in your
everywhere.
story.
I was already in the zone. Yeah, I was hoping yours was in the sand too.
The good thing about fighting in the sand is why, I guess the hesitation of mine is sand in my eyes.
I feel you. Their eyes too.
But I know their eyes too. But you know what's crazy is that the moment I touch someone on the sand and I get here,
boom,
I'm gonna close my eyes.
The whole grapple is eyes closed.
Not the whole grapple, 80%. My eyes are gonna be because I can imagine sand flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And if anybody can close their eyes on a fight at the beach, it's us.
It's jiu-jitsu, you guys.
Yes.
It's team jiu-jitsu. Well, excellent class, Hidon. Excellent visualization. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Awesome. We have something special today.
But the most important is the message from the beginning of class.
Yes, go ahead.
Is that when you fight somebody,
compassion for the
you don't have to fight them.
Yeah.
We always say this. If you see me fighting someone if Henrik came home one day and he saw me fighting our neighbor,
right,
he would just sit down or just keep going on his phone.
Just
keep playing.
Get an acai bowl or something.
He would just continue his life.
Life is great.
There's no problem.
There's no problem. There isn't even a fight. There isn't even a fight.
It is simply.
If you don't fighting someone, there isn't even a fight. Because a fight presumes challenge and opposition, but there isn't any.
Well, and you expect a certain violence.
Yes, a fight presumes violence and aggression and danger.
But you see me fighting our neighbor, you're like, oh, the neighbor's, he's in good hands.
Yeah. He's in great hands.
I don't have to, and even if another neighbor.
He's safer in a street fight with you than he is in his own vehicle every single day.
He's safer in a street fight.
His car is more dangerous.
Driving a car is more dangerous
than getting in a fight with you.
I agree. So if you saw another neighbor getting on their phone to call the police, you would even.
I would go fight them.
You'd say, hey, you could put the phone down. The police are already here.
No need for this.
But it's not just any police. It's the most gentle police in the world. You know what I mean? The kind of police that just talks to you and says, hey, everything's okay.
And listen, we're talking about Hidon right now, but we're talking about you guys.
You love jiu-jitsu.
You love jiu-jitsu because of the compassion and control you can have with anyone. So many martial arts are so much based on fear, aggression, and violence that you learn it and you become more violent once you learn it. Jiu-jitsu, if you were violent when we met you for the first time 3 weeks ago on Zoom, you're less violent today than you were 3 Zoom weeks ago. That's what's so beautiful. Every class reinforces compassion, gentility, humanity.
It's safe to say that not only the martial art that you choose, but everything that you choose. Meaning the people that you hang out with, the movies that you watch, the music you listen to, the food you eat. Our grandfather would even go as far as to say that if you eat a lot of meat, you kind of can take you a little bit to the side of like,
more aggressive.
Whereas if you eat more fruits and vegetables, you naturally become a little more, which I love meat, but it can be to the extreme. So everything that you surround yourself with has an effect on your overall, whether it's tension and aggression.
And every technique you learn takes you or brings you.
Yes.
Everything you do. Friends, very happy to have you all with us today. Let's congratulate on reaching a milestone. Incredible progress before quarantine and a lot of classes since. Starlene on her first stripe. Congratulations, Starlene. At least let us see your face over here. Look down here. Look down here so we can see you. Look in the camera. There you go. Yeah. It doesn't look normal when you look at the screen and then we look at you. It's weird. Awesome, Starlene. Congratulations. Great job with both Daniel and Bubba right there. You guys are awesome and thanks for the dedication from home. It's been great to watch your progress. Great, you guys. Thanks everyone for joining us. Awesome class. Next week, we're adding a few new morning classes. We're gonna have a new Gracie Combatives on Monday at 12 o'clock, a new Gracie Combatives class during the day, and a new Master Cycle on Fridays at 12 noon. That makes it easier for our international European friends and East Coast friends
to join in more daily classes, and we anticipate kicking off regular group classes here starting on Monday, so we're excited to get back to those. So next time we see you, next week at least, we're gonna have the class, people will be in here, we'll be talking to them and to you at the same time. We're excited to have that. So you will officially be on the mat at Gracie University for live classes, and we're stoked to have that happen with you guys, all right?
A last question popped up, Americana or twisting arm control. Sometimes you can't push the arm that way, you push it that way. The combination of the two, and there's a lot to talk about in terms of the combinations of Americanas and twisting arm control in the future, but the combination of the two is what's beautiful. But it's just giving you guys options. We know that you want 4, 5, 6 submissions, not 1 or 2 or 3.
There it is, friends. Thank you. Have a good night, be safe, and we'll see you guys. Tomorrow is Thursday, which means we have no combatives class. We have the combatives during the day. Tomorrow at 12 noon we have class, and then tomorrow night 7 o'clock fit jitsu. We'll see you there. We know what's up. Thank you guys. Have a great one. Awesome work today, you guys. Excellent, excellent. Great job, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.